Hello. No, no, no. No flies. No flies. Problem solved. Mm, I was just reading what you guys were writing on Discord. So, uh, as you have seen from the pictures, I've been working a little bit on the roof and the B pillars. You know, just to let this not slow down our progress here, because I spent like 2 hours on this, so this would be just a stream to get to this. We spent way too much time on this already. you know Hello. Our job for today is doing the C pillars, because the C pillars, of course, are then the last thing uh, make that are preventing us from having a nice stable body. I mean, you know there's there's many things that we still need to do here, but you know um oh, I'm sorry. um Let me just say that the roof is not perfectly uh parallel to this. It's impossible. It is slight. The pillars are very slightly angled towards the rear, very slightly, and the roof is very slightly angled towards the front. So it's not perfect. But I honestly don't. I spent a lot of time looking at this, but I don't see. You know, I don't see it happening that we would have this square. What? There's no sound? You can't hear me? Does ev- does do you hear me? Okay, then it's just Ben's computer. Okay. Phew. Right. Good. Um, then we are gonna proceed with um, with the um, with the rear of the car. So by my calculations, this is the way I'm gonna do it right now. But we'll see. And I'm gonna start basically from the top this time. So I'm gonna do the same stunt that I did here in the front. I'm gonna show you in just a second. So let's dismantle our old roof. We don't need it anymore in this form. Uh, so what I did in the front. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind that this is all subject to change, as always. But we need to find some shape and then we move on. Okay, so what I did is, come on, I made this. One of them is for the pillar and one of them is for the brace going to the other side of the roof, basically. See? So we have it something like that. Something like that. And then, well, then we need to go down into this corner. By my calculations, this is how this needs to be. This so this is the point on the body, and this is the point on the roof where the pillar needs to go. Now let's see. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. So I will probably like it to be oriented downwards, right? Downwards. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to there. There. Something like this, you know. So it's gonna resemble, slowly gonna resemble a Sierra. And it's not yet visible because the roof, the way I envisioned the roof, kinda, could be like that. Okay. Well, maybe not quite that like that, but you know, so that we get some roundness here in the roof. Makes it look instantly better. I must admit, this makes it look instantly better. But of course, now we have to think of this. Okay. I cannot move this further to the front. I need... What do I need more? Well, I guess I could extend it by one stud. Since the roof of the Sierra, I mean this window of the Sierra, you know, in the blueprints, you cannot really tell where exactly it starts to slope down. I just eyeballed it. So let's assume that it rolls down here. So let's extend it by one stud. Then we can have everything. Then we can have this, making the roof nice and smooth. And we can have the C-pillar. Excellent. I have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna do the transitions here. I don't know. Color-wise, I don't know. You know, you see, it's a mix of colors. Since I don't have many panels, I'm gonna use a yellow one as well. So it's orange, you know. For the door, we're gonna use, you know, orange, whatever I have. I don't know. I don't know yet. Okay, so what do we want here? First, we want this part here to be somehow better attached to the body. I mean, to the body, to the side panel. And the thing is that the Sierra, as far as I have seen from top down, as soon as the as the C pillar attaches, the rear goes a little bit together. So we're gonna have a one stud difference here. We're gonna angle it, whatever we have here, probably this guy. We're gonna angle it a little bit in. Somewhere here, probably, yeah. Or maybe not even this guy, but something else. So we cannot have this here. It's gonna interfere with this. But we do need to make a connection here. Otherwise, this is gonna flap about and we have nothing to connect to here. So, since panels might not be the right option, what if we use some lift arms here? You know, I love these lift arms because, you know, they have a shape here and all. We can use one of them here, you know, somehow, so that it would attach to this, whatever comes here, and then we can think of attaching this, and yeah, I guess. Not sure how we're gonna attach this, but my guess would be, well, I don't know, maybe if we attach it just with a ball joint, so no elaborate thing that we used in the front, but just a ball joint, maybe, because I don't know if there's enough room here for our bionicle setup. I mean, these frames that you see here, you know, these are going to be removed because these are just temporary here, so that we don't do anything stupid. They're just holding the shape so that we don't get misled by the car sagging in, basically. Not sure if this is gonna happen, but you know, slight differences can happen and they're gonna lead us astray. Yeah. So maybe in the extreme case, we would not even do this. In the extreme case, we would not even use a bionicle contraption here. We would basically just do something similar that we did in the charger in the front. If, I mean, if things allow us to do this. Since we are not gonna have anything here, because this is a hatchback and you know this is gonna be a boot, and this area is gonna be empty, so nothing is gonna be combining this side to the other. You know, there's gonna be no connection other than the hatch, the rear hatch. Yeah. So what do we do here? I'm gonna remove this so that I have better access to this area. And of course, the structure that we have here, see, structure that we have here is not final. This is just a mock-up, just so that I could hang these. This needs work. This is not good. It's just there for a placeholder. Okay. So this is what we have. This is where we need to make a connection. It's gonna be oh my god, this is gonna be so stupid that it might work. So fucking stupid. Of course, it doesn't work because it's just dragged the roof down, so we don't want that. And the other problem is that we definitely want this to be somehow supportive on this side, because otherwise the roof is gonna be just jelly. So it's jelly now. So yeah, something has to be done. The roof at the moment is problematic. This must not happen. I mean, one of the problems is of course that the roof is attached only by these here. There's nothing on the other side, but that's not the whole problem. The whole truth. I mean, you can see how this moves. This is not cool, so we have to do something here that it won't be able to move backwards. And of course, we need to make this a little bit better, because right now this is just cosmetic and it has no function. And we don't do things like that here. Ideally, I would of course make this angle here static somehow. Maybe we can. And then it wouldn't move. Let's see if this works. No. Wait. Oh my god, there's so much. There's too much space, of course. So what if we add something to it? Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Then again, this is it's the same. If I use this, I don't gain anything. Okay, what if we don't use this, but we use something else? Maybe this. Now, where did I put the other? Oh, okay. Okay, we would get away with this. The problem is, of course, that this part has, it sticks out, which is something I don't want to happen. But we can turn it around. Wait. No. No, that's not gonna happen. There's no sensible way. There's no sensible way of preventing this from moving, as far as I can see. Not easily. But we are gonna do, we're gonna do the following. Let's see. Let's see if this is gonna help. Probably not gonna work. No, of course it's not gonna work. Because we're at the same at the same point than we were before. Yeah. This makes me angry. And I would prefer to make a fixed point here on the roof, because then we would have like a fixed point here and fixed point here, and the only pivot on the roof itself would be the front frame. So we have a pivot here, of course. But why? Wait a minute. Why did I not do this here? Let's see if this works, at least in the front. Oh, come on, light. Okay, at least in the front it works. So our little party trick with double blue pins. See where one of the pins here, make sure that when we lift this up, the pin makes sure that it cannot rotate more. So this is good. This is good. Yeah, makes everything a little more sturdy. Yeah, a little sturdier. Yeah, not by much, but you know, every little thing that we are gonna do is gonna improve things. Okay, let's move back here to the rear. I'm gonna remove our nice panels because right now this is more interesting. So basically what we want is we want a relatively smooth roof line going down. And I'm gonna see something. Just testing if this is gonna work. I mean, work. If perhaps by some miracle we are lucky enough that this would be no, we're not lucky enough. You know, I wanted to see if this would be the right angle, but it's when I played, oh my god, no, it's absolutely not the right angle. But let's check on the screen. Come on. Oh. If we do have the right angle at all, approximately, of course. This is just a very rough approximation. But yeah, yeah, a little bit more stretch, but yeah, that's the angle that we need. So something like this would be okay. We only now have to make sure that it doesn't move. Yeah, if we put something, whatever we put here, it's just not enough. It's gonna pull the roof down. This makes me angry. And I want the roof to be like held up so that when I lift it here, it's not gonna move much. It's gonna move in any case, but I want it to move as little as possible. You know, when I look at the lines here, I have a feeling that nothing's really aligned. It's probably just my feeling because some lines are not correct. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do it like that. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna move this one stud further in so that I can then place this guy here, like that. My God, this is not aligned at all. If you could see this, I'm not sure if this comes across on the camera. Hey, Mr. Morty. Uh, Nothing here is squared. So, if I mean, we need to make basically we need to make ourselves some more bracing in order to properly assess which of these lines is straight. Because like this, I cannot. This is all a little bit skewed. So we're gonna approach this by basically making us an alignment tool here on the bottom. So basically we're gonna ignore the wheels, and the car is not gonna sit on the wheels because they are irrelevant at the moment. And we are gonna make ourselves basically a support frame of frames that's basically gonna tell us if the relation of this to this. So this part here is gonna be straight, and then we can see if any of this is straight. I don't know. Let's see. Nothing fancy, of course. We're not gonna go overboard with the design of this. Luckily, if there's one thing that I don't lack are frames. So, okay. Okay, I can already see some bending going on. You know, when welders take a body apart, they also make themselves bracing to keep the shape. So what we're doing here is something similar. Okay, so you see, now we've made ourselves a shape so that it keeps everything here squared, of course, with the help of the existing frame that we already have here. So now this here is gonna be kinda squared off. Yeah. I'm gonna put something in the front as well. So that we get accurate results. Okay. Oh no, what? Where did I go wrong? Oh yeah. Front needs to be one step higher. There. Excellent. Okay. So now our body is perfectly squared here. And now we can observe, I can observe if something is not as it should be. Yeah, definitely. This is creating a lot of tension. Let's see where we are. And you will not believe it. It's half a stud. It is a damn half stud that we are dealing with again. This is... I have no words. It's always half a stud. How do we solve this conundrum? Obviously, well, we could do something about it here at the bottom. Here, by using, well, something. No, wait. There's something. No, but yeah, it is. That is correct. This is correct. This is correct. It's I have no words for this. Hmm. This would be technically correct. However, we need to go one step further inwards. So it would be maybe easier for us. We would use something like this for now, just to test it. Obviously, now that we have done this, this needs to be a little more in place, but it's well, it needs something here. We cannot allow this to happen. Not under my watch. Okay, this is strange, but it works. Why didn't it work before? Probably because I wanted the angle here to be steeper. That's probably why it didn't work. Here it works. Yeah. Here it works. Oops. That's not entirely how I envisioned this. So we must create a pocket. We must create a pocket. That's the right word. For this to slide in. This and like this, and then we have this guy here, and this guy here, and this. Okay. Oh, come on. Now that we have a solution, now you don't want to go in. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's the problem. So this cannot move anymore. Excellent. Much better. Still not good. Still we need to do the other side, which is also affecting it. We need to make sure the A pillar, the B pillar here cannot move excessively. Which is absolutely possible to achieve. We shall try what happens. Okay, it is better, but not good. Now you see what's happening, right? When I pull the roof here, everything gets distorted. Okay, so one of the problems, of course, is the roof here. The B pillar that's only attached here with these. So we can solve this, but still we're gonna have a problem here. It's because if this guy would be fixed, this would not be really an issue at all. We could, like in the charger, we could omit the B pillar and the roof still wouldn't do this. So what can we do here now? Now that we kind of know the layout and sorts, the stupid thing would be, of course, to lay shims, so that we would, for example, have either a shim here, which doesn't fit, or have it here and then another shim here, but I'm not a big fan of this technique. I would prefer to do something else, something that would essentially, well, make this stiffer, but because you can see here that this right now, this is fixed, this cannot move, so we successfully fixed this in place, and this here at the bottom shouldn't really be a problem. So let's first address the known problem, the B pillar connection, and then we can still go with the other stuff. gonna do this a little bit different in the future, but right now I just want to see if this solves the problem. Nothing else. I mean, solves the problem, makes it less bad. And I'm aware we don't have the other C pillar yet. But yeah, this makes it far better. This makes it far better. Yeah, we don't need to attach this right now. Maybe here. Yeah, but even here, what? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is in the wrong place entirely. I'm placing this in just to get some, some structure in the roof. The roof will be, then we're gonna decide how to exactly make it. But you can clearly see that the roof is gonna be cleaner than in the Charger, and a little bit more sloped, like a proper 80s car. Okay, so let's make the other side, and then we can judge the quality of our work. Okay. I am running out of certain parts, so I am definitely gonna have to buy a few more pieces. Okay. me. Of course, I still have black ones. Okay. I'm glad that you think it's nice. There. And obviously we're gonna have something here, but that's not for now. Okay, I mean, oh yeah, you can feel that the roof is now much stronger. This guy here, yeah, we're gonna work on this, but it doesn't really, you know, the B pillar here, this is actually strong, but we need to do something here. I agree. Uh, we need to do something here, but it's not bad. Not bad. You know, maybe a frame like this here. This frame would probably not do any harm to anybody if it was here. Not at all. But it's not the. This is just, you know, then the final touch. Because what the car still needs, you know, now that we have done this, this is still in the air. You know, now we have to make a connection from here, so from this point to the chassis. You know, because even here, even you see, even this frame here moves, so it shouldn't be allowed to move. And well, my idea would be to make, you know, a supporting structure with these, perhaps, or I don't know, use the frames. I don't know. What would you prefer? Since we need to go a little bit inward here, we could maybe go get away with a lot less. With a lot less. So the opportunity here could be for us basically, you know, making a lift down here, and then create a very simple connection here. Let's try it. I think we don't need this anymore. We can remove the frame. So, oh yeah, this is much better. I mean, today in the afternoon when I was pressing here, all of this was twisting, and now it's not, which is very good. So if I install these guys here, what options do I have? And would I be better off if I did something else? There, this here obviously has room for improvement. For example, we could use this here, like that, but on the inside, if we make this longer. Like this, for example. And then we could use a frame, perhaps. Then we have just one hole to work with. But it does help. I mean, it's insignificant, but does help a lot. You would think this doesn't work. This actually does support this corner a lot. Just thinking of how to make it maybe a little, more streamlined, or would we just keep this in? Let's see what kind of difference it makes if we replicate this on the other side as well. You mean this guy? No, because the problem is that with this guy here, the pin here, sadly doesn't sit anywhere on this. Would be perfect if it did, but it doesn't. That's the problem. Or did you mean like this? No, that's not what I would want. And this would probably also be too long, because I think here we already have the bumper. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I can see the body flexing. That's not good. It's much stiffer than it was, of course, but I can see the body flexing. What if I remove this? Yeah, I mean, right now we can remove this frame as well. Mm. And just as a reminder, here, that's that's our side panel. Probably like that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, okay. The body, I mean, everything now is kind of going inwards because the B pillar is gonna have, like a layer still on top of it because of the door. So the door needs, a frame around it, and it's gonna provide this, I think. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's gonna be good enough. Yeah. And here inside, you know what? I would like to move this this frame, this lift arm here, further to the inside, further to the outside. So it's not sitting like this, but it's sitting so that these panels here can attach directly to it. So basically, sorry, this guy here would be here. This would be here, and then then yeah, we don't really gain anything by doing this. Yeah, we need to stay. Yeah, okay, let's leave it here, because whatever structure we are gonna build in here, it's gonna take the place of this. Yeah. So this is all well and good, but what if I now remove this? Okay. I can. I can remove this. So suddenly we have a very large space in the car. And it's, if I now grab something like resembling the front and rear subframe and I twist the car, we can see the car twisting a little bit. But bear in mind, of course, that with the Sierra, we are not finished the bracing of the car. Right now, you see, this can still move freely because we still need to do this part. So basically, the rear valance or whatever it's called. So this is gonna be a structural member as well. So it's gonna prevent flexing. Yeah, it's starting to look like a car slowly. So what I would like to do now is perhaps see what we can do about the door. See how we can mount the door and continue this line, of course. And the door, of course, needs to have half a stud clearance on each side, which is normal because of the panel gaps. And this is gonna make it look a lot more like a car. How long does the door need to be? So the door, yeah, it's gonna be 22 studs. Yeah. I guess. So we have the door is gonna be exactly 2 of these panels long. Since they are both 11, I mean, each one of them is 11, so the door is gonna be this long. Which is good, but the door needs to be like here. So both of these need to move. Not something I'm too unhappy with. Okay, we can move these a little back. So now the door, there we go. The door comes here. Right. And since we have now enough room here with the A-pillar, what do you mean, should you make or not? Of course you should. What kind of a question is this? Do you know in which stream you're asking this? Okay. Now the major issue, of course, is going to be how to make the pivot here, since it needs to be offset by half a stud and 1 stud in, so that we get proper door opening action. I mean, I don't know how else to call it. In order for us to do this, what are we going to do? Good question. I mean, obviously this is going to be revised a little bit, but essentially to show again what we need, we are going to do the following. If this is the inside pivot, we need basically this scheme, so that our door see, I made a mistake. The moment I made it, I realized it, which is good. So that's the room. I wanted to demonstrate how much room we have. It's gonna be better. So see this, and then this is gonna happen. So whatever we do, the pivot here has to be basically the attachment point of the pivot needs to be 4 studs in. And this guy here that we have right now is 3 studs in. Plus it has to be offset by half a stud. So that's not gonna be the easiest thing. But on the other hand, it doesn't have to do this. This is enough, so we can have like half a stud room here. And let's see if these here that we used in the charger are gonna do the job or not, because in the charger we had it done slightly differently, because there was some flex allowed here. So I would say that this is not good. However, if we move this further inwards, come on, like so. I'm just simulating now. We have it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Where did my calculations go wrong? Okay. This is better. So the door would be able to open quite significantly. And I'm okay. I wonder no more why this is the case. I was actually wondering why it doesn't open as much here, but I can see that there's a lot more meat here. That's why it doesn't. Okay, so this is a viable proposition here. And we would have to place it something like that. Well, something like that. It needs to be offset by half a stud. Which way? Which way? It needs to be offset offset. Yeah, that way. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting because we need to now figure out how to do this in a sensible way. You know which part would be perfect for this now? The new lift arms. The new lift arms that have alternating holes. This part would be perfect for here. But we have to deal with what we have. So basically, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to attach this here, this here. It shouldn't be that much of a problem. I mean, we need to attach it in a way that it's gonna hold, of course. And we should use probably these. We should use these. Yeah. I have an idea. I have an idea how to do what I want. And I'll explain why. Hopefully, it's not. It's as good as I think, and not stupid. I need one more of these. Ah, here it is. Okay, hear me out. So, what we need here is something that's gonna be able to withstand those forces, because the door is gonna be, you know, the weight of the door is gonna push it down. So, what I would do is basically use these here. But this is not optimal. Far from it, as I discovered, because what's gonna happen here is these are gonna detach over time, of course, and you know the door is gonna pull itself out here, and it's gonna sag. And this is not correct either, because it needs to sit one stud more inside. So again, my idea was stupid. Still, we can, you know, we can work with this kinda. It is a solvable problem. So instead of these, we need to use these, and they have to be as close to the inside as possible without going out. So obviously, what we need to use is our good friends here. But that's not gonna be enough, because now that we are using this, they are gonna be attached here, and then what's gonna happen is we're gonna get this. Not ideal either. So we're gonna need to basically change this, our A pillar, which is really not, this is not structural. This is just for looks, more or less. It's not structural because other things here take over this duty. I think it's more difficult to do the offset hinge part on the door. I think that would be much more difficult. Because here we can basically just insert these. See, and it's done. That's the pivot on the door. But if we have something offset in the door, that's gonna create a large structure here, you know, because we don't have really an option to properly mount it, and it's easier to hide here on the pillar, I think. I was not happy with the E31 at all. That was horrible. So just let's forget that and start fresh. Here I'm just building a half-assed door just to demonstrate how it's gonna fit. Not too bad, I must say. Not too bad. And it does slowly look like a car. Hmm. Okay. I'm open for ideas if anybody has them. Absolutely. There must be some way to do something here. But yeah, that's a bit on the other side. Okay, now just how to mount it here. It needs to be here. Basically. Yeah, obviously. Okay. We need it between this hole and this. So this is the correct place. Like that. Here. Need it here. I'm thinking like mad. Okay, that would be the solution for one, but this part here is too big. And this guy here is in the way. Other than that, this is fine. Still, this takes up so much space here. Hmm. I can check, but I solved it with these and stuff, and it was just gigantic. I did not like the solution on the E30 at all. That's why I don't want to repeat it. That's why I'm resistant to even talk about it. But I will check. Just let me finish my train of thought. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not perfect, but we're getting there. I did not solve it like this. That I can assure you. Yeah, this is fine. Opens wide enough. I need to get rid of this, of course. This is not to my liking. But maybe I will have to live with it. I mean, it's obviously not a nice clean solution here. But the door doesn't really hang. I mean, we're gonna add some more weight to it because of the frame and the mechanism for keeping it shut. But it has potential. Let's say this has potential, but it needs work. Definitely. This is not how I want the pivot to be. Okay, let's see how I solved it on the E30. I'm gonna put it into Discord. Why do I not have doors anywhere shown for the E30? That's interesting. In the entire folder for the E30, I don't have any details on the doors. That's weird. That's really weird. I mean, okay. Okay. Well, let's see if what Christian just showed me on or us on Discord is gonna work. Let's see. I mean, it's Christian. Of course, it's gonna work. But let's give it a try. Okay, remove this. Back in goes this. There. Now we are supposed to use this. There's one flaw that I see here with Christian's stuff, but it's actually easily solvable, and it's gonna make the door even better. Oh. Yeah. There. I like your idea a lot. It's basically what we need. There we go. We need to shift, of course, everything one stud to the back, but that's okay. That's okay. This is great. It's a bit hard to put on the door on. There we go. Pretty good, I would say. Has some slack. But that's something we can deal with. What do you think? Oh, come on, Light. I did. Okay. I'm an old man. I don't remember. But yeah, if I now that you mention it, I remember. I mean, this looks perfect. Now, of course, we continue. We can continue the door line to the front. And of course, here this part here is gonna be one step higher than this. It's gonna be nice. So, camera. Thank you. This is it for today. I mean, we have done a lot. If you consider the video from last time, we have done a lot. The car is nice, and of course you can see that we still have to work on everything, because when I press on the roof here, the panel gap here increases, which is a no-no. But we're on the right track, you know. We are on the right track. And we'll see. I mean, over the weekend now, I have some other things in other Lego related things planned, and maybe we can have a stream and, you know, and work on the details that we missed today. Obviously, it would be nice if we discuss this in Discord. I'm gonna make now some pictures and post them to Discord so that you can have a better look at this. And then we come to this tomorrow. and make it better. Yeah, I'm gonna make you more detailed because um, so this is it for the stream for today. I see you maybe tomorrow afternoon if I feel like it. Tomorrow we are gonna probably work on something else, not on the CR, on something else. Um, and yeah, uh, tune in next time. And thanks for watching.